Okay, people, relax. Just because the shirtless warrior Vladimir Putin has unleashed the greatest force of evil known to the world in 100 years in what appears to be his momentary lapse of reasoning, we all don't have to join in on his madness. Case in point, in today's news, there seems to be a lapse of reasoning everywhere. First, a hockey player slaps a puck out of frustration and hits a referee. Ouch. Then a 9th grade school fight turns satanic when a kid takes a lead pencil and pokes the other kid in the face. Crazy. Momentary lapse of reasoning. And most notable, on live TV, right before the eyes of everyone, Will Smith bitch slaps Chris Rock to a stunned audience, in which I call the bitch slap heard around the world. Copyright 2022, by the way. Now, if you've been so wrapped up in your hermetic studies that you don't know what I'm talking about, what I'm talking about is this year's Academy Awards, where Will Smith walks up on the stage on public TV, live TV, broadcast TV around the world, and he bitch slaps Chris Rock, the comedian. Because Chris Rock had told a story or a joke about Will's wife that he didn't like. Now, it was dysfunctional, to say the least. It was dysfunctional. As Chris Rock joked immediately afterwards,
that was the greatest night in the history of television.
For those seeking violence. Now, he left off the seeking violence part, but it was there. To the uninitiated eye, the bitch slap appeared to be one of those momentary lapses of reasoning we all experience in life at one time or another, usually from a few too many drinks at a party or for reasons unknown to me at a wedding. That's from my 20 years of wedding videographer, but that's not for today's story. I'll tell you about that another time. What we are talking about today are the forces from within. Yes, the forces that play in our everyday lives, which are more complex than just good versus evil. Forces which are in each of us at any given moment of time and can appear in us as sudden as a cough or sneeze. What I'm trying to say here is that no person, deity, god, goddess on this earth is completely good or evil. For there are no absolutes of good or evil in a world controlled by the demiurge. That would be Satan to the uninitiated. And the controlling forces of good and evil can come out of all of us at any moment at a time. Now, in my Buddhist studies, we call these the 10 worlds, which go from hell, the lowest, to heaven. And any one of us can be in any one of those worlds at any time, any given second. Some days we can go through that 1,000,000 times over and over, hell to heaven, blah, blah, blah. So what we do is we chant and we elevate ourselves so that we are usually in the upper worlds. You know, it goes from heaven to a lot of different worlds in there. Hell's the lowest, heaven's the highest. And of course, now that's just the Cliff Note version of it. There's a whole lot more there if you want to check it out. Just go check out the Mystic Law and the 10 Worlds online and you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, what we saw in the bitch slap heard around the world, copyright 2022, was more than the momentary lapse of reasoning of a man who had too many drinks at a wedding. What we saw was a man propelled by the lower forces of the universe to act out in their honor. Call them demons, evil spirits, Sasquatch, whatever, it doesn't matter. They are in all of us, and if we are not careful, they will control us to do things like, well, I don't know, drive away after hitting a parked car instead of giving them your insurance, keeping that extra $20 bill that the grocery clerk gave you and will probably cost him his job, removing that price tag. Well, you get my drift. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is that the lower forces are with us every day, and if we're not careful, they will have us bitch slapping somebody on public television. Be careful. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, there are the higher worlds, the ones that always make us feel right when we answer to them. You know, waiting on the driver that we hit in the parked car to give them our insurance information. Feel great after that, don't we? Giving that grocery clerk back the $20 bill, saying, hey, you paid me too much. That's good. Yeah. These good things make us feel good. We're answering to the higher worlds. Or in Chris Rock's case, not bitch slapping back Sasquatch, who just bitch slapped you on national TV. Yes, Chris Rock stood down and took it like an angel. I say angel, for the true angels and devils on this earth are you and I. As John Lennon said, there ain't no guru going to come from the sky to save us. We are the angels and devils of the world, or better said, the avatars that act out in their honor, which means Will Smith was controlled by a lower force on national TV in a one-act play for our amusement put on by the gods and goddesses to remind us of their power, of their presence. Which brings me back to the shirtless warrior Vladimir Putin. Was it just a momentary lapse of judgment that caused him to bitch slap the world by invading his neighboring country and starting a war with Ukraine? Slippery slope? Maybe. But didn't the one-act play also show us the possibilities of peace and love in us all? On a deeper level, I believe it does. For in Hollywood legend, Chris Rock is usually the foul-mouthed comedian answering to the lower gods, while Will Smith is always the wholesome good guy answering to the higher gods. That didn't play out that way on TV though, did it? Which begs the question, if good guys can be bad guys and bad guys can be good guys, can't Vladimir Putin listen to the higher forces within him and stop his senseless killing? My spirit guide tells me it's so, tells me it's true. So let's keep chanting. Let's keep praying. And maybe, just maybe, this will be the last bitch slap heard around the world. Copyright 2022.